My boyfriend tattooed his girl best friend's name over his heart, and I've never loved him more. Nico always said tattoos were his love letters to the people who'd saved him. Permanent, visible, impossible to take back. Every name on his body was a promise that he'd carry that person with him forever, no matter what. After 4 years together, my name wasn't anywhere on him. His mother's name sat on his left wrist, the first tattoo he'd ever gotten at 17, the day after she'd worked double shifts for 6 months straight to keep them from losing their apartment. His younger brother's initials curved along his collarbone, a tribute to the kid who'd sold his PlayStation so Nico could afford his trade school application. These people had bled for him, and he wore their sacrifices on his skin, so I understood. I really did. But then came the group tattoo session for his 30th birthday. 5 of his closest friends all getting inked together at the same studio, laughing and wincing and bonding over the needle. I sat in the waiting area, flipping through design books while Nico went back with Kaya, his best friend since middle school. The girl who'd talked him off a ledge the year his father's gambling had destroyed their family. He came out 2 hours later with Kaya's name in elegant script across his ribs, right below his heart. "For the one who kept me breathing," he said, pulling his shirt up while Kaya covered her mouth crying. I clapped with everyone else. My palms stung from how hard I pressed them together. That night, I locked myself in our bathroom and stared at my reflection, searching for a reason I wasn't enough to be permanent. We'd survived long distance, a miscarriage that nearly broke us both, and the kind of quiet arguments that either kill a relationship or make it unbreakable. I had held him through nightmares he'd never told anyone else about, but my name wasn't on his skin. When I came out, Nico was sitting in bed, scrolling his phone like nothing had happened. 4 years, I said from the doorway. Your mother, your brother, your friends, you've made everyone permanent except me. He sat up slowly. That's what this is about. Ink? It's not about ink. It's about the fact that you'll carve everyone else's name into your body while I'm the only person who doesn't make the cut. Do you know what that feels like? Watching you declare every person you love in permanent marker while I'm still written in pencil? He stared at me for a long time. You have no idea what you're talking about, he said quietly, and turned off the lamp. I cried into my pillow while he pretended to sleep 3 inches away. I woke up alone the next morning. His side of the bed was cold, pillow still dented. I called him twice. No answer. I checked his location because we'd shared it since the long distance days, a habit neither of us had ever turned off. He was at Kaya's apartment, 7 in the morning, after our worst fight in 4 years. I drove there in pajamas, barely seeing the road through the blur in my eyes. The lobby door was propped open. I took the stairs because the elevator felt too slow. When I pushed through Kaya's unlocked front door, I found them in the living room. Nico was shirtless on her couch, and Kaya was kneeling beside him with both hands pressed against his bare chest. Everything in me went white. Then Kaya looked up, and she was holding a tube of tattoo aftercare cream. Finally, she breathed. I told him to wake you up 3 hours ago, but he wanted the swelling to go down first. Nico stood slowly and turned toward me. Below Kaya's name on his ribs, fresh and red and glistening under clear bandage wrap, was a new tattoo I hadn't seen him get. My name, written in his own handwriting, not a studio font, and underneath it, in letters so small I had to step closer to read them. Last one, forever one. Kaya designed the layout, he said, his voice cracking. I got hers done first yesterday so you wouldn't suspect anything. I needed you to see hers and think that was the session. Kaya was already filming on her phone. He's been planning this for 2 months and almost ruined it 6 times. Nico reached behind a couch cushion and pulled out a small velvet box. You said I made everyone permanent except you? You were wrong. I was saving the last spot because I needed to be sure I was asking the right question to go with it. He opened the box. Will you let me carry you forever? I said yes before he finished kneeling and pressed my tear-streaked face against the fresh ink that finally spelled my name.